Okay, quite an exhilarating event we're having here. We are having an executive debate in the Nipa Debate Association, and so far we've covered the IPS as well as the committee members, and have given us their thoughts. Now we are proceeding to the vice president. With me, I'm going to just give her a chance to introduce herself, so she just makes puts herself on record to the audience. Please.
Good afternoon, students. Allow me to say all protocol be highly and sincerely observed. My name is Abhishek Shilenda, a second-year student pursuing a Bachelor of Laws degree here at Nipa. I am aspiring for the position of Vice President in the Debate Association. Yeah.
Okay, that is Abhishek. Now I'm going to ask her a series of questions so the audience gets to know about her vision and mission for the Nipa Debate Association. Now, obviously, you look like someone who's been doing this for a long time. Have you ever been at a public speaking event before?
I can just say at church if I've been speaking.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to just read a question to you. This is a question that came from the audience. So the question reads, what makes you the perfect candidate for the position of Vice President?
Okay, to begin with, I can say I'm experienced, organized, and also I'm able to communicate. I know the challenges that the debate members face, and also I'm approachable. Yes, people can come up to me with new ideas of which will enhance team spirit and unity in the association, and also make people's views feel heard.
Okay. Now, when we talk about university debate associations, such as the one that we have at Nipa, of course, it's not only about standing in front and speaking, debating about one topic or another. It's also participating in addressing certain critical issues that the nation is facing. How do you plan on making sure that students that are involved in the debate association participate in the national law reforms?
Okay, I'll try my best to answer that question. About that, communication, we have a group we use to communicate about whatever event is going to occur. And that's why we say, okay, let people have this narrative saying debate is about law students, but that's not the case. Debate should cater each and every student pursuing any program, be it computer science, business administration, and nursing. Let's say we're given a motion talking about health, we need the nurses. What I'm trying to say is we need each other, and each and every student at this school is welcome in the association.
Okay, great. Now, moving on to another question, how would you say your personality traits help you handle conflict, and how do you plan on handling disputes in the association?
Personally, I'm not a violent person, or I don't have bad language when it comes to responding to discrimination or maybe other sorts of things that deal with the heart, so to say. Yeah, so I would talk to the person, not publicly, of course, privately, to address the issue and open up saying I didn't feel nice about it and it shouldn't happen again. We should learn to live at peace with each other.
Okay. How do you feel about the misconception that the position you're vying for is only for females?
To me, I don't have that conception.
I mean, you're a female and you're vying for the vice president?
Okay, for me, looking at how things are right now, I can simply say, let's say the law association, I saw a male contesting for vice president, and coming to the debate association, we have a female contesting for president. So to me, I'm just thinking the mindset is what the issue is here.
Okay, all right, great. Now, one last question I'm just going to get from the audience to just ask our candidates here just one question about anything that you feel, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Madam Aspiring Vice President, I only have one question for you. What measures have you put in place as you get into the office to balance the activities of the Debate Association and the challenges of the members who are not well groomed into public speaking? Thank you.
Thank you very much for that question. To begin with, I'm very passionate about debate, and I've learned that debate isn't about winning arguments, but it's about learning how to speak confidently and also think critically. So when it comes to helping people come on board to join the debate association, most people think debate is all about speaking, but we have writers, we have public speakers and researchers. So people can join in and fall under any category they feel like they're able to. I'm not saying anyone is perfect, but if you have the zeal, or if you're willing to learn how to speak, then you can become a great speaker.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Abhishek contesting for the position of Vice President in the Nipa Debate Association. Now, remember the name. She has great ideas and aspiring for that position. And indeed, let us support our candidates. Please, thank you for coming through. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Emmanuel Clay, otherwise known as the Radical Ikemus. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Ikemus Consultancy. Now, here with me are the two very best candidates for the Nipa Debate Association who are contesting for the position of President. Now, these people are vibrant and young, leader-oriented mindset. I'm just going to give them an opportunity to introduce themselves and put themselves on records to the audience. I'm going to start with you. Please make yourself known.
All right, thank you very much for that opportunity. My name is Swilanji Tikengoma, a student pursuing a Bachelor of Public Relations in my second year.
Okay, my name is Daliso Mwanza, and I'm a second year accounting student here at Nipa.
All right, those are your candidates that have just put themselves on record. I'm going to start with Suwilanji. Just going to ask a series of questions so that she makes herself known to the audience and the audience know about her ideas for the Nipa Debate Association. Now, Ms. Suwilanji, when it comes to the Nipa Debate Association, obviously, how long have you been in for?
I've been in the Nipa Debate Association for a year and 6 months now.
Year and 6 months?
Yes.
Okay, so meaning you were there with the previous regime that was there? You worked with them?
I was not part of the executive, I was just a mayor member.
Just a mayor member. Okay, riding on that aspect, what do you think you would do different from the previous regime, provided you were elected as president?
All right, thank you very much for that question. I will not disregard the fact that the previous regime did their best, considering the circumstances that I observed, and we had to also fight together and work on as the entire debate association. So one of the things, if elected as president, what I would do is, rather than just isolating debate within the bounds of the debate association, I'm taking debate association to the other to other associations. So it is so disheartening such that if I encounter students in third year, second year, first year, they're saying they're struggling to debate public speaking skills, and we have a debate association that offers that for free.
Right.
We also have services that we can offer them. We'll offer them at a very reasonable price. So this way, I've just observed to say, indeed, we have people that desire to learn public speaking skills, but it's just for them to be pushed a little bit.
Right.
So isolating debate within the bounds of debate association is not good. So we're going to open it. We're taking debate to the associations this time around.
Okay, it's a very interesting line of thought that you just alluded to. You're opening the gate to taking the association to the audience. Now, my next question just rides on that protocol, as per se. What initiative would you say you put in place to make sure that you bridge the gap of participation between the three modes of studies that we have here at Nipa: full-time, distance, and part-time? What initiative do you think you put in place to bridge that gap so that more people participate rather than just full-time students?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. So in debate association, we have two categories. We have the debaters who usually stand in front of people to debate and represent the school. We also have what we call the researchers. So the researchers are the brain busters behind the shining armor of the public speakers, the debaters themselves. So how am I going to bridge these three levels of study into one? I will not disregard the say distant students have their life going on. So it is very difficult to blend them in, realistically speaking.
Right.
So the people that are really work hand in hand with the part-time as well as the full-time. So for the part-time, if looking at their clock and everything, we can put them on the part of research. So they're not being isolated, rather than being put part and parcel,
Right.
and they're contributing to the debate association. Full-time students, we have public speaking skills training for free through the speaker space. We also have a paid service, which we are here to establish with the PhD Brand Network, which is founded by Taungan Swana Shindano, at a reasonable price as well. So full-time students, this time around, effective. Whenever elected, you are catered for.
Okay, interesting. That's very imperative, a line of thought. Now, my next question is borders on the aspect of challenges. What did you say is your biggest challenge, and how do you think it would affect you as a president for the time being, provided you were elected?
All right. So my biggest challenge, this one I just observed it to say, there is a lot of mindset change which I need to really work on, because I've had conversations, let me say dialogues with other aspiring candidates of different associations, and I just asked them a simple question: do you feel debate can be blended into association? Some of them were like, no, we are full-time conserved in our assignments, academics, not. But the answer to that, it is indeed, there's a way that we can blend debate association in these other debates. Just a matter of us as the debate association executive sitting down with others and trying to find a framework on how we can work together.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, these associations, they are having people that really, really need. We're having third-year students who are struggling to even defend their own research work, which is so embarrassing.
Right.
So if debate association can work with these other associations, it's going to be a very good effect.
The way you've labeled the debate association, it seems to me that it is one of the association that each and every person should just join. I mean, I'm eager to join just now.
Very true.
Okay. Maybe just one last question from the audience. Let me just give an opportunity to the audience to ask a question.
Miss President, my question to you is, we've had situations as an association when we had to go for a debate, but then we failed to get a dictionary from the lib. Was it because our association failed to represent us in a way we would be able to get that dictionary, or was it because the school didn't recognize us as the debate association that's actually going to represent the very same Nipa? Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that question. So when it comes to leadership, there's what we call a system. From the previous regime, let me say we had problems with the system. There is a way that things are supposed to be done. So if we have had challenges in the previous regime with the management to release or allocate resources with the debate association, with this current regime that I'm about to take over, if at all elected as president, I'm going to ensure that indeed there'll be a system, a to and from interaction dialogue from the debate association to the management to see to it that things flow rather than things that's happening in front. Thank
you. To you, Madam President, it's very interesting to seeing a female candidate standing on the position of a president. It's so interesting that it is now the opposite of the law association. But I would just love to hear from you, what aspired you to stand on the position of the president? Don't you feel intimidated to say the culture norms we have, people have placed around, say a female candidate cannot stand for the candidates of a president? Even in the general election of Zambia, a woman standing on that, sometimes they feel intimidated. Why? What made you stand on that position? Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that position. According to the cultural norms that I've been raised in, yes, totally true. But what actually is behind this confidence, this zeal, and this, let me say, the persistence of the need or maybe the hunger to say, is because of what have been dreamed in. The previous regime, in as much I was just a mere member, but the words say, we believe in you, you can represent Nipa. Some of the fellow females will just follow me and be like, oh, I wish to be like you. You have the guts, you have the nerves. At the end of the day, I was grooming myself. So at the end of the day, leadership or being in the position of a president is not of your gender. It's about your capacity. To what extent can you deliver? I'm a person who believes to say promises are just promises. But if you know that you have the capacity to deliver, it's better you take up the goal, you reach it, and you set the standard.
All right. Gents, that was Swilanji making herself known to the audience. She has great ideas. Just remember the name and vote for your candidate that you see fit to run the association. Thank you so much for that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Swilanji putting herself on record. Now we move on to someone who's very vibrant as well, a young leader who's also aspiring for the position of presidency in the Nipa Debate Association. Mr. Daliso, I'm just gonna, in under 1 minute, just put yourself on record. Please make yourself known to the audience.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for that wonderful introduction. Now, before I go any further, it is only debate etiquette that I recognize the presence of the following people. So to you, Mr. Speaker, I salute. To our cameraman, I bow. And to our ever-smiling audience, I simply say, O protocol be highly sincerely observed. So, my name is Daliso Mwanza, and I am currently aspiring for the position of president in the Debate Association. And my story is somehow inspirational to others, as per se. I used to be someone who was very shy and timid. I could barely talk to people in public, and the Debate Association here at Nipa has helped me to become the confident public speaker that I am today. Thank you.
Okay, that was Daliso making himself known to the public, a very vibrant young leader aspiring for the position of presidency. Now, Mr. Daliso, I'm just going to go straight into asking you just a series of questions so that people get to know about what you have for the association. Now, my first question is, provided you were to be elected as president, and then you face challenges with the union regarding maybe funding for an event that is purported for the Debate Association, how do you think you would approach that?
All right. Okay, so such is actually a problem that wouldn't be new to me. We had faced such problems numerously. I'm currently the outgoing IPS, and in our regime, we had faced similar problems multiple times. Now, what I hope to do differently this time is to find the common ground, a different way of approaching the union members, because in most cases, I think the way we approach them is what led to us not getting our funds. So this time around, I plan to have a way of approaching people, because I've been trying my best to build connections with them so that in as much as they are the union members who are supposed to follow a certain protocol, I believe that having personal relations and connections with them aids us in getting our funds quicker.
Okay, all right, good. That was a very powerful line of thought. Now, my second question to you, Mr. Daliso, is, we've had a rampant increase in the, should I say, infiltration of political parties into universities for the recent past. Now, let's say a political party was to approach you, and then they ask you to come up with a topic of debate that would most likely align you with the political party. What would be your response?
So in such a case, which is a very critical one to say, I would try my best to see, first of all, if that political party comes to me, is it in their interest or is it in the interest of the students? If it so happens to be that from the motion or whatever it is that they have come to me with, the students are benefiting, I would gladly oblige. But in a case where students are to be used as political weapons or instruments, I'm sorry to say, but I wouldn't conform to that. At least not on my conscience. I wouldn't allow students that are being led by me to be used as instruments.
Okay. Very powerful voice there from Mr. Daliso. Now, my second question is, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked your opponent there about bridging the gap of participation in the three levels of mode of study that we have here at Nipa, what would be your approach that would be different from ours?
All right. So we've got three different modes of study rather, which are full-time, part-time, and distance learning. So if we're being realistic here, we can't really expect people who are on distance to participate fully in our activities. The same might also be true for people who are part-time students, because they're usually busy, they come here at night, they've got work during the day. So for such individuals, the best we can do is make sure that other activities that are being carried out by those full-time members is publicly aired and is available for them to see and view at whatever time they feel is convenient for them.
Okay. All right. Maybe just one question before we get to the audience. Just one question before we get to the audience. Now, provided one of your executive members was to do something wrong in public, and then it needs an urgent attention, what would be your approach to that?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. So I'm not just getting into leadership out of nowhere. I actually read books on leadership. So I think the best way to handle such a situation would be to call that executive member away from the public, because I can't reprimand them in front of everyone. So I would apologize to the public on their behalf. Then I would call them to the side and try to understand what their line of thought was when they made that action, and then try to see a common ground in correcting them. And if punishment is necessary, we do have a vice president in every association whose role is to instill discipline in other members. Yes.
Okay. Good response there from Mr. Dariso himself. Now, this is just one question I'm going to ask you. Something that just came up. Let's say the Nipa debate populace was to ask you to stand for a position that is not the president's. What would be your response to that?
Well, that question is very interesting. So depending on the position that they ask me and the purpose, which is the reason as to why they want me to stand for that position. For example, if they told me to say, we want you to stand for a position such as Treasury General because we believe that our money is safe with you, I would first take that into consideration. And if I also come to, after analyzing their line of thought, come to the same conclusion as them, I would oblige. Not happily, but I would oblige. But then in a case where I come to conclude that I'm better off serving them in a different position, I would rather go for that position and allow them then to choose if they still want me to serve them in that position.
Okay. All right, colleagues, that was Daliso just making himself known about his line of thought for the Nipa Debate Association. I'm just going to ask one question from the audience. Just receive one question from the audience.
My question to you is, we have had situations where we put the same people on the panel simply because we've not had other new members to put on the panel. We have not had enough speakers, hence we've been putting the same people on the panel over and over. How do you intend to ensure that we have more speakers who will be able to represent Nipa when we attend other debate meetings? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that wonderful question. So I believe the reason we have had the same speakers over and over, rather reshuffled panels, is because many people out there are afraid to speak. And once elected as your president, I want to ensure to say that everyone understands that it's normal for someone to make mistakes when they are a newcomer to public speaking, and that I want to encourage everyone, especially people who are in their first phase, because those people are getting here for the first time and they don't really know exactly their way around the campus. So I want to make sure that everyone, especially freshers, are allowed to join the association and are given training with, of course, the help of mentors that I have already begun engaging, that have agreed to come in and train public speakers. So madam, your concern about having the same shuffles is one that you can consider to have been dealt with already.
Okay, to you, Mr. President, I have two questions. The first question is, do you think attitude works hand in hand with leadership? And the second question is, what activities are you bringing on board in the debate association apart from just going there, speaking, debating? What other activities which you put in place for members to engage themselves? Thank you.
So, to answer your first question, which was, does attitude go hand in hand with leadership? My answer would be yes. So your attitude does determine what kind of a leader you are. If your attitude towards work per se is one of where you are lazy as a leader, it will affect how you lead people, because if you are lazy, you won't be able to get the work in done that is required. And if you are someone who is short-tempered, or you are unable to resolve issues with other people, your relation skills are terrible. It will affect how you lead other people, as they won't be able to consider you as a competent leader or as someone that they can follow. Thank you. And for your second question, which asked me what activities, apart from the normal walking to the podium and speaking, am I hoping to introduce once elected as president? So the first one is, I may or may not have mentioned this earlier, but I wish to make the debate association a bridge that connects other associations. And one way I would like to do that is by introducing associations debates, different associations enter into different activities that compete against each other in different activities. Now, the main purpose of this isn't to see which association is better, rather is to unify these different associations. Another activity that I would like to introduce is poetry. Over my years here at Nipa, I have met many different people who tell me that they are talented poets. And I would like for them to know that the Debate Association is one space that welcomes them and their poetry. I myself am a poet in learning and training, so to say. So I want to encourage everyone who is into poetry to come and join the association. Another activity which even transcends the borders of the National Institute of Public Administration is community service. Once elected, I wish to see to it that our association engages in community services such as raising awareness of pressing matters such as gender equality and inequities, and other issues such as visiting orphanages and allowing ourselves to help those who are less privileged. Thank you. I hope I have answered your question.
Okay, colleagues, those are your aspirants. That was Daliso and Suwilanji that are aspiring for the position of president in the Nipa Debate Association. I'm just going to give them just 10 seconds each to just say one thing that has come to their minds during this whole process. I'm going to start with Suwilanji there.
What I can say about leadership is that leadership is a service. Leadership is life. Debate association is life. Hence, through debate association, I'm going to use it to make sure I make a transformation, an impact, not just within Nipa, but also outside Nipa.
My parting message to you, our ever-smiling audience, is to remember, even as we go, that the Debate Association isn't merely about debating, rather it's a safe haven for every student. It's a bridge that connects associations and students at large. It is also the face and the heart of the institution. Thank you very much.
All right, colleagues, that was the Nipa Debate Association Executive Debate. And the people that are aspiring for various positions have indeed made themselves known to their audience. Now, to you, the audience that have been watching, that have come through to watch this debate, please tell your friends to vote for these people and vote for the right candidate. Thank you. I have been your host, Emmanuel Kalei, otherwise known as the Radical, Ikemus, the Chief Executive Officer of Ikemus Consultancy. See you next time.